up, guys? I'm here in the Bouguereau room again, and I wanted to do a video on arabesques and just how you can not just find them in the design, the full design, but also in just the lines that you make in your drawing or your painting. So I'll show you this cabanel. It's one of my favorite paintings, but I was drawing it the other day, and I noticed that a lot of the lines and the shadows, like the normal lines you can see, but then also the shadows that run across like this. You can see arabesques there. And on the hips here. And on the thighs. So if you take and just look at the line, you can see how it curves in and around, real smooth. And over here, and then up. So it's one big, awesome arabesque that goes around. And you can see it in the arms. If you start drawing hands from the masters, I don't know if you can get too close, but you can see how it curves around. Like the wrist right here goes up in a smooth little arabesque down the pinky. So these arabesques are being used in more ways than just in the full design. So like if you look at the full design, you can see this is an arabesque here, obviously. It comes down her body here. So a nice fluid arabesque going around there. But when you get close and you start drawing it and painting it, you can see how obviously the hair is going to be curvy, but it's all rounded out and it carries through the shadow shapes. So like this curves up and around there, but it also curves down this way. You can see on the core shadow here, it's going to curve up this way. And then this core shadow curves around that way. And this is mainly when you're drawing the figure that I've noticed, but you can carry that technique through to other drawings that you want to add movement and nice soft looks to it. So you see, so if you follow this, let's go from, see, even if you get close, even how this crease right here, this where the legs are touching, goes around the shadow shape here. It just creates a nice arabesque right there. And then goes around. And this one goes around and then up and meets there, but you can also follow it through the shadow shape here and curve around that way. So all these lines are kind of continually moving around, even though they're kind of hidden. So this one goes up here and it goes around the hip. My screen keeps turning off, so it goes around the hip and then carries through the rib cage here and then comes back to the other side here. So and then comes down. Nice smooth movement down here. So all these are little arabesques that you can incorporate to add movement and that soft beauty. But even the guys with, big muscles and stuff, you can see like his arm from his wrist. It's like a nice smooth arabesque here. And it comes up and then around here. So there's a few more like ridges compared to the female, but you can see that the arabesque continues through that ridge. Same with this arm. And then it comes down the thumb. See how the thumb creates an arabesque there? And even if you look at the pinky, from the palm to the pinky, comes down that way. This one, you can see, Comes around his deltoid here. And if you follow the outside, it kind of has that V shape, right? But if you continue through, you can see how it follows this highlight in the arm. It's a hidden arabesque in there. So when you're drawing and shading these things, you can try and locate those and see how they incorporated those soft movements in their design. So here's this one. If you follow the outside, it's smooth. But also if you follow the inside, the core shadow, it goes smooth up that way. And you can come around. These are all three of my... Also, check out these poses. Contrapposto pose, where the hips are tilted and they're standing on, putting all the weight on one leg. And the hips are tilted, and the shadows are tilted, shoulders are tilted the other way. Same exact pose in three of these paintings. So, very elegant, popular pose. But back to Arabesques, you can see this nice coming around here, nice arabesque. A little bit of shadow area there to break it up, but it's still a nice smooth movement. If you follow the calf to the knee on this one, right up this way, see how it's a nice arabesque, comes around here. This one also comes around the knee, the shadow, up. You see how it curves around this way, around that shadow area here. So when you're shading in your areas of your drawing, you can create these nice subtle shadow areas and create that nice elegant movement around there. This one too, down the rib cage. You can see it come around the abdomen here. And down the hips, nice smooth movement. Around here, nice, very nice arabesque. Even the feet kind of curve up. So, not every line has to be that way, obviously, but if you notice these things, you can incorporate it into your drawings, which is kind of cool, in your paintings. And if you're a photographer, you can have your model pose contrapposto, or in a way that creates more arabesques. So I'll walk down here and show you one more painting. This is before the mad rush in the morning. I got in a little early today, but I'm going to show you this. This one's really cool. I didn't analyze this, but it's in one of my articles. But it's this musician getting beat up. I forget, it's a Greek mythology painting, but I forget his name. But he's kind of getting beat up and killed by these witch-like women that have their own mythological name, but so there's snakes around him and stuff. Little cat. And let's move down. There's someone in front of it, but so I guess that's it, you guys. Hope you like that. I'm gonna go draw. I have a couple more days here, and I'm gonna draw the Degas absinthe painting, and maybe a statue or something. But I hope you like that, and can't wait to show you guys all these videos that I'm making. But take care. Bye.